Our first step is to add the neighborhood shapefile, which should be in your exercise 4 folder in the ND neighborhood. So that's the .shp, which stands for shapefile. What I did was I just double clicked on the particular rectangle, and I'm choosing black outline. And now we can see the neighborhoods, and then beneath that the NDVI image. Our first step is to then go to Analysis, then Tools, and then search for Zonal Statistics Table, and you'll choose that option. For the input, we'll do ND Neighborhoods. The zone field, we could really use any of them, but we're going to use name, and you'll see why later. The input value raster is the NDVI image. Make sure you put the NDVI, and then we're going to save it in our exercise 4 folder using the name NDVI underscore by underscore neighborhood, and then very important, put .dbf at the end. Then do save, leave everything else as is, click run, and now the table's been added over here in the contents pane as a standalone table. Let's go ahead and take a look at that by right-clicking and then choosing open. You can see the name of the various neighborhoods and then a variety of information including count, area, min, max, range, and what we're concerned about in this case, the mean. Why? Because we'll be using the mean, essentially the average NDVI for each of these neighborhoods, then to make a choropleth map. But first, we got to join some tables. So go to the ND neighborhoods, right-click, joins and relates, and then choose Add Join. In terms of the layer name or table view, we're going to choose ND neighborhoods. For the input join field, name. Once again, name is the key in this case as far as linking the tables. The standalone table has those names of the neighborhoods, which corresponds to the same names we see in the particular attribute table here for the ND neighborhoods. So that's what the join is going to be based on. They're having something in common. In that case, both tables have the same names, the same neighborhoods. In this case, we'll leave everything else as is, so make sure your particular add join pane looks similar. Then choose run. Let's go to the neighborhoods layer to make sure that join happened. Open up the attribute table, and if we scroll over, we do see the tables, the variety of information, the one we're concerned about is mean, has been linked up to this table that previously just all it had was this information here. Good, so the join occurred, the join happened, and it was successful. Let's go to the ND neighborhoods now. We're going to right click and then choose symbology. In terms of the primary symbology, move it down to graduated colors, and then set up the box as follows. First off, with the field, make sure we're using the mean. In terms of the normalization, in this case, we're going to leave it as is, choosing none. Method, go ahead and leave that as is. The janks, there's a variety of other ones that you can do, but we'll just kind of leave it as is. In terms of classes, let's bump it up to 7. And for the color scheme, we want to use red to green, which isn't immediately available, so if you click Show All, eventually you can find it somewhere in here. Now let's go find the top 10 neighborhoods in terms of greenness. Once again, we're opening up the attribute table for the ND neighborhoods. Scroll over to the mean, right-click on the title. We're going to sort descending, and it should have, if we double-check, 0.43, but looks good. It looks like we're descending. Now make sure you go up to the top and click on the first one. Then hold down the control key and then click the first 10. And I have 10 of 99 selected. I'm going to close out the attribute table. Right click again on the ND neighborhoods, zoom to layer just to make sure that our particular map is squared here in the extent. Then all we have to do is turn off the NDVI image, go back up to map, then base map, add the imagery. And what I have now shown is in the teal are the 10 greenest neighborhoods based on that one particular image that was taken and originally used here way back when. All right, so the last thing we got to do is just do share, send the map my way. So go to the green arrow, save it in your exercise 4 folder, and the name exercise _04_ your last name.